During the COVID pandemic period, we again proved our tenacity to overcome any of the obstacles thrown in our way. We not only survived this pandemic, but managed to achieve a much better social structure than before. The present generation, be known in history, who overcome COVID pandemic and embraced a new world order of social destiny and more Indian virtual platform. The 175-year-old, one and only one government autonomous college in Kerala, our Maharajas college, also in line with the new change. So we start an online course in heritage tourism. It's also in line with the new change. I am very happy to announce that a 5-year integrated course in archaeology is also coming shortly. So we know Maharajas College itself is a heritage college with lots of archaeology importance. Now, switch over to my duty. It is my honor and privilege to welcome Professor P.K. Ravindran, sir, the governing council chairman of our college, who also prepared this function. Only his vision and the commitment inspired us to start this course. Sir, with all due respect, I welcome you, sir, to this gathering. Sri Venu Rajamony IFS, the former ambassador of India to Netherlands and the press secretary of former President Pranab Mukherjee. This is our pride that he is an alumni of Maharajas College and also he is a former chairman of Maharajas College. On behalf of all the members of Maharajas College and also on behalf of all participants present here, I offer a warm welcome to this meeting. I am also very happy to welcome Srimati Nas Rizvi, the Director of National Museum of History, to this program. Also, I welcome our Vice Principal, Dr. Deval KV, Dr. Venu, and all participants to this function. And hope this online course become a very success and very fruitful to all of the participants. And I also hope that we will arrange an offline meeting at Maharajas College in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's my privilege to call upon Chairman of the College Governing Council, Professor P.K. Ravindran, to deliver the presidential address.
വ്യക്തിപരമായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഏറെ സന്തോഷമുള്ള ഒരു അവസരം. ഇത്തരമൊരു കോഴ്സ് ഇത് മാത്രമല്ല, വാസ്തവത്തിൽ ഇതുപോലുള്ള കുറച്ച് കൂടുതൽ സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് കോഴ്സസും കുറച്ചുകൂടി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഡിപ്ലോമ കോഴ്സസും ഒക്കെ തന്നെ മഹാരാജാസ് കോളേജ് ഓട്ടോണമസ് ആയതിനു ശേഷം തുടങ്ങണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹിച്ച കോഴ്സ് ഇപ്പൊ തുടങ്ങുക. അത് തന്നെ വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു വിഷയവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഇൻടാഞ്ചിബിൾ ടൂറിസം, ഹെറിറ്റേജ് ആൻഡ് ടൂറിസം. കേരളത്തിന്റെ ഹെറിറ്റേജിനെ കുറിച്ച്, പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും കൊച്ചിയുടെ ഹെറിറ്റേജിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഏറെ പറയാനുള്ള ഒരു സ്ഥാപനമാണ് മഹാരാജാസ് കോളേജ്. ആ കോഴ്സിന്റെ ഉദ്ഘാടന ചടങ്ങിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കാനായിട്ട് മഹാരാജാസിന്റെ തന്നെ ഒരു പഴയ വിദ്യാർത്ഥി, കോളേജ് യൂണിയൻ ചെയർമാൻ കൂടിയായിരുന്ന IFS വേണു രാജാമണി എത്തിയത് ഏറെ സന്തോഷമുള്ള കാര്യമാണ്. പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ നേരത്തെ ചൂണ്ടിക്കാണിച്ചത് നമ്മൾ ഏറ്റെടുക്കുന്ന ഒരു ശ്രമത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമാണ്. കാരണം കൊച്ചിയുടെ ചരിത്രം നല്ല പങ്കും മഹാരാജാസിലാണ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മഹാരാജാസ് ആണ് കൊച്ചിയുടെ ചരിത്രത്തിന് നല്ലൊരു പങ്കിനെ ഡോക്യുമെന്റ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആ ഡോക്യുമെന്റേഷൻ അത്രയേറെ തൃപ്തികരമാണ് എന്നൊന്നും ഞാൻ അവകാശപ്പെടുന്നു. പക്ഷെ അതൊക്കെ തന്നെ കേരള സമൂഹത്തിന്, കേരളത്തിലെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥി വർഗത്തിന് ഒക്കെ തന്നെ വിജ്ഞാനം ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നവർക്ക് ലഭ്യമാക്കി കൊടുക്കേണ്ട ഒരു ഉത്തരവാദിത്വം ഇന്ന് കോളേജിലെ അധ്യാപക സമൂഹം, കോളേജിന്റെ മാനേജ്മെന്റ് ഏറ്റെടുത്ത് മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുകയാണ്. അതിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ടാണ് ഈ ഒരു സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് കോഴ്സ് തുടങ്ങാൻ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചതും ഇന്നു മുതൽ തുടങ്ങുന്നതും. അധികം വൈകാതെ തന്നെ ഏതാനും ദിവസങ്ങൾക്കുള്ളിൽ നമ്മളിവിടെ ഒരു 5-year ഇന്റഗ്രേറ്റഡ് PG കോഴ്സ് ഓൺ ആർക്കിയോളജി. അപ്പൊ ആർക്കിയോളജിയിലെ കോഴ്സ് തുടങ്ങാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത് ഈ പറയുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾക്ക് അപ്പുറത്തേക്ക് കൊച്ചിയുടെ പരിസര പ്രദേശങ്ങളിൽ നടന്നു വരുന്ന, ഇപ്പൊ പറവൂര് കൊച്ചിയുടെ പരിസര പ്രദേശമാണ്. മുസിരിസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കൊടുങ്ങല്ലൂരാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പറവൂരാണ്, അതും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പട്ടണത്താണ് എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാമെങ്കിലും കൊച്ചിയുടെ ചുറ്റുവട്ടത്ത്, കൊച്ചിയുടെ പരിസരത്തുള്ള ഇത്തരമുള്ള ആർക്കിയോളജിക്കൽ റിസർവ്സിനെയൊക്കെ തന്നെ കണ്ടെത്താനും പരിശോധിക്കാനും പഠിക്കാനുമുള്ള താല്പര്യമുള്ള ഒരു സമൂഹത്തെ വളർത്തിയെടുക്കുക എന്ന ലക്ഷ്യത്തിലാണ് ഈ ഒരു 5-year ഇന്റഗ്രേറ്റഡ് കോഴ്സിന് നമ്മൾ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചത്. അത് അംഗീകരിച്ച് കിട്ടിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത് വരുന്ന 29-ാം തീയതി ഔപചാരികമായിട്ട് ആ കോഴ്സ് നമ്മൾ മഹാരാജാസ് കോളേജിലാണ്. ഈ കോഴ്സ് സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് ലക്ഷ്യമിടുന്നത് ഹെറിറ്റേജിനെ കുറിച്ച്, പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും കൊച്ചിയുടെ ഹെറിറ്റേജിനെ കുറിച്ച്, മഹാരാജാസിന്റെ മാത്രമല്ല കൊച്ചിയുടെ ഹെറിറ്റേജിനെ കുറിച്ച് അറിയുന്ന ഒരു പുതിയ തലമുറയെ, യുവതലമുറയെ രൂപപ്പെടുത്തിയെടുക്കാനും അവർക്ക് നാളെ ഇവിടെ കൊച്ചി ഒരു ടൂറിസ്റ്റ് ഡെസ്റ്റിനേഷൻ ആണ്. ആ ടൂറിസം ഡെസ്റ്റിനേഷനുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് സാധ്യമാകാവുന്ന തൊഴിലവസരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങാൻ ക്വാളിഫൈഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള, ഇവിടുത്തെ പരിസരത്തെ കുറിച്ച് നല്ലവണ്ണം അറിയുന്ന, ചരിത്ര പാരമ്പര്യം നല്ലവണ്ണം മനസ്സിലാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ള കുറച്ച് പേരെങ്കിലും ക്വാളിഫൈഡ് ടൂറിസ്റ്റ് ഗൈഡുകളായിട്ട് മാറുമെന്ന പ്രതീക്ഷ ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ. അതിനുകൂടി സഹായകമാകുന്ന രീതിയിലാകണം ഈ കോഴ്സ് എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഒരു ടു ബിഗിൻ വിത്ത് ഒരു സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് കോഴ്സുമായിട്ട് തുടങ്ങുന്നത്. ഗവേണിംഗ് കൗൺസിൽ അതിന്റെ കാലത്ത് ആലോചിച്ച് കോളേജ് അതോറിറ്റീസ് അത് മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോയി എല്ലാ അംഗീകാരമൊക്കെ മേടിച്ച് ഈ കോഴ്സിന്റെ തുടക്കവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ഇതിൽ ഇടപെട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിക്കാൻ താല്പര്യം കാണിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങളും തന്നിട്ടുള്ള ഡോക്ടർ വേണു, ഡോക്ടർ ഷാജി ഉണ്ട്, ഇവരോടൊക്കെയുള്ള നന്ദി ആദ്യമേ പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കട്ടെ. അവരുടെ ഇതിനെ തുടർച്ചയായ ഏതാണ്ട് ഒരു നിലയ്ക്ക് പറയാവുന്ന വാക്ക് സമ്മർദ്ദം നിന്നിട്ട് പ്രഷർ ദാറ്റ് യുവർ ബിൽഡിംഗ് ഓൺ us to begin with such initiative. അതിന്റെയൊക്കെ ഫലമായിട്ടാണ് ഇത് രൂപപ്പെട്ടു വന്നത്. അതിന്റെ കരിക്കുലം ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്തത്, അതിന്റെ കോഴ്സ് മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്തത്, ഈ കോഴ്സ് ഫലത്തിൽ പ്രാവർത്തികമാകുന്നത്. അവരോടുള്ള നന്ദി ഈ സന്ദർഭത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞില്ലെങ്കിൽ അത് എന്റെ ഭാഗത്തുള്ള വീഴ്ചയാകും. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞത്. ഗവേണിംഗ് കൗൺസിൽ അതിന്റെ കാലാവധി പൂർത്തിയാക്കിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. എങ്കിലും ഈ കോഴ്സിന്റെ ഉദ്ഘാടനത്തിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കണമെന്ന് എന്നെ ക്ഷണിച്ച എന്റെ കോർഡിനേറ്റർ കൂടിയായിട്ടുള്ള ഡോക്ടർ വിനോദ്, ഇവിടുത്തെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡോക്ടർ മാത്യു, ഇവരോടൊക്കെയുള്ള നന്ദി കൂടി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എന്റെ വാക്കുകൾ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുകയാണ്. ഉദ്ഘാടന പ്രസംഗത്തിന് വേണ്ടി ഡോക്ടർ വേണുവെ ക്ഷണിക്കും. അതിന്റെ ക്രമമനുസരിച്ച് എന്നാണ് വേണു രാജാമണിയെ ക്ഷണിക്കാനായിട്ട് അഭ്യർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എന്റെ വാക്കുകൾ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും അഭിവാദ്യം.
Thank you, sir. You have remained a guiding light for the college, and we look forward to more support from your side. Today, it is a privilege for Maharajas College to host an alumni of the institution as the chief guest for the day. Sri Venu Rajamony IFS is the ambassador of India to Netherlands from June 2017 to November 2020, and he acted as the press secretary to former President of India, Pranab Mukherjee. So we are extremely privileged and happy to have you here. Also, before we move to the inaugural address, there is a humble request. Since we have audience from across the country today, I request the speakers that it would be great if we can continue in English. I humbly request Sri Venu Rajamony IFS to deliver the inaugural address.
Sir, sorry, not
Sir, your
audible.
mic is muted, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. A special good afternoon and hello to Professor P.K. Ravindran, Chairman of the Maharajas College Governing Council, Dr. Matthew George, Special Grade Principal, Dr. Vijay Kumar, Dr. Vinod Kumar, who has taken the lead in organizing this program, all other distinguished speakers today, as well as participants in the course, whom I believe range from one person from Germany, people from different parts of India, people who have come from far and wide to be part of this online program. Let me begin by complimenting the college authorities on having started a certificate program such as this, which is not common to colleges in Kerala. From Professor Ravindran's remarks, I understand that as part of Maharajas College becoming an autonomous institution, the college has now the freedom to start these courses, and this is the first such course. So I'm extremely happy to know that the college is constantly adapting and reinventing itself. It is using its newfound autonomy to think new and to start programs which would be of interest as well as value to the students and of relevance to the society around them. As was mentioned by the previous speakers, I am an alumni of Maharajas College. I studied 5 years there. In those days, Maharajas College had a pre-degree program. So after my school, I came there in 1976. And I did my bachelor's in political science from Maharajas College before moving on to Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi for an MA. The 5 years that I spent in Maharajas College was amongst the best periods in my life. I had an absolutely wonderful time with interacting with the student community there, as well as with the wonderful faculty, which Maharajas has always had the pride to host. I fondly remember these 5 years that I spent in Maharajas College, and would like to state at the outset how happy I am to come back and be part of a program being organized by the college, and to reiterate that the faculty, the administrators, and the students will always be part of my extended family. Friends, the topic today is this beginning of a certificate program on intangible heritage tourism. And I heard Professor Ravindran talk about how Maharajas itself is very much part of the heritage of Cochin, and Cochin is a city rich with heritage within Kerala. I entirely agree with these comments. Maharajas College has stood witness to a great deal of important events in history. A lot of people have written about the role that students of Maharajas College and faculty had during the independence movement, during various phases of our modern history. And all these also provide people like you an opportunity to create intangible heritage. When you say Maharajas College, it is not just the buildings, but it is also the memories associated with the buildings and the life in the college. I would urge the Maharajas College to, in follow-up to the certificate program, also consider starting a program of oral documentation of all the senior old students who are available, of all the people, the faculty who have been associated with the Maharajas College, and to record on video or on their memories, which can form a very useful component for the study of history for any future student in the coming days. Having said this, let me go to the subject of tourism. What is important with regard to this certificate course is not just the fact that it focuses on intangible as different from tangible, but also it focuses on tourism. And here I would like to, as a person who has traveled around the world, as a person who knows Cochin and Kerala very well, I would like to question and remind can everybody mute the microphones, please? There's too much disturbance. Okay, I would like to remind everyone that tourism is not an activity to be learned in classrooms. It is not something which we can absorb or understand in books. Tourism has to be experienced. Tourism has to be understood. And the best people to talk about tourism and to teach about tourism are people from the tourism industry itself. It is extremely important that as we look at programs and courses in our colleges and our universities today, we make it as relevant as possible to the industry that lives and works in our society, in the areas around the college and the university. In that sense, tourism is a very wise choice. Cochin is indeed one of the important tourist destinations in Kerala, even though it would probably fall behind if we look at the national tourism destinations and the number of people who would go to Delhi or Agra or Jaipur or Mumbai or even Bangalore today. But still, Cochin is an important tourist destination, and it is good that Maharajas College has sought to start a certificate program such as this on tourism. However, I would urge that every effort be made to involve the tourist industry of Cochin, whether they be travel agents, whether they be hotel operators, whether they be tourism officials, also in the conduct of this program, to invite their representatives to come and talk to the participants of the program, and also to involve them in the drawing up of the curricula and the program and the details of future such programs. It is people in the industry who know and understand how difficult it is to convince either a tourist from the rest of India or from abroad to come to Kerala or to come to Cochin. It is also people in the industry who can explain and tell what sells and what does not sell. What is the biggest attraction for a tourist coming from abroad to India or to Kerala or to Cochin? Is it our historical monuments? Is it Ayurveda? Is it our natural beauty? Is it our food? Is it the opportunity to meet and interact with people? Is it an opportunity to live with people? And what are the problems that tourists face when they visit a place like Cochin, when they travel to a place like Kerala? Is our infrastructure up to the mark? Do we have good transportation facilities? Do we have clean but reasonably priced accommodation which can be available to varying categories of people who come as tourists, whether they are domestic or they are international? So the right answers to all these problems are often found in the industry, and it is extremely important that any program related to tourism actively involve the industry as faculty, as guest speakers, and as guides in the preparation of the curriculum and in the preparation of the details of how a new group of young people can be created, can be nurtured, who would go out and be of support to industry and who would contribute to the development of tourism in the city and in the state. As far as intangible heritage is concerned, intangible heritage is relatively new. It has been mentioned in the background documentation how there are four important elements of intangible heritage which are from India, which have been included in the UNESCO list, and two of them come from Kerala. So I'm sure this program will give all participants an opportunity to understand this intangible heritage, to experience them, and to try and assimilate them so that they can be translated in the future into something which is of benefit and use to industry and to all people involved in the tourism sector. Here, may I mention that yoga has been one of the most important and most popular items from India, which has conquered the world. Even in the Netherlands, where I was till a month back, I often used to have people come and ask me, what is a good place to go to in India to learn yoga? Are there programs which run for a month or 2 months, which they can attend over summer? What is the best certificate program that is available? Is there a program to certify teachers in yoga so that they can go back and teach in their communities in which they live in? So yoga has been one of the most popular forms of the intangible heritage of India. The other forms of intangible heritage, like Vedic chanting, Kodiyatam or Mudiyetta, these are less known, and these are not even well known within India. While everybody knows Vedic chanting, it is not everyone who knows the importance of how Vedic chanting happens and what is the meaning and the philosophy behind the Vedas which are being chanted. So it is very important for anyone who talks about Vedic chanting to fully comprehend and understand what Vedic involves and what is the background to it, what is the importance of it, what is the philosophy behind the Vedas, and then also have the ability to translate this to a foreigner who might be interested in coming to India as a tourist, or a foreign travel company who may build a program or a tour to promote Vedic chanting as a theme for tours to India. And similarly, Kudiyatam and Mudiyetta are also relatively less known within the rest of India. So I explain or I mention all this just to highlight the fact that we have a huge task ahead of us. First of all, we as people who are interested in these fields should understand and absorb them fully. And I hope this certificate program will give people an opportunity, the participants an opportunity to understand these intangible forms of heritage fully and thoroughly. And then equally, it is important to have the ability to translate this to people from Calcutta coming for a holiday. Would you be able to get them interested in Kodiyatam? What kind of people from there would be interested in Kodiyatam? Can we target dance scholars? Can we target theatre scholars? Can we have culture tours of Kerala where there is Kodiyatam and Mudiyetta, but you also have Kathakali and Mohiniyattam are classical dance forms which are offered together? Can they go to a place like Kerala Kalamandalam where all these arts have flourished for decades now? And in a place like Cochin, how can intangible heritage be combined with tangible heritage? Some of the most important monuments that we have in Cochin are located in the Fort Cochin area. So in the Fort Cochin area, what is it that we can create through the museums which are there, through the institutions which are there, through the hotels which are there, to propagate and to popularize intangible heritage, not just to the tourists, but also to our own people. It is only when our own people understand all this will they be able to articulate their importance and explain their significance to foreign and domestic tourists who come from other parts of Kerala. So I conclude my inaugural address wishing each and every one of the participants the very best. I compliment you for having been adventurous enough to select such a course which is being run for the first time. I'm delighted by the fact that Maharajas College now, thanks to online education, is no longer confined to Cochin or to students from in and around Ernakulam from within Kerala, but it now has its arms stretching to all parts of the world, to all parts of India. So a very special word of welcome to all participants who are outside from Kerala who are taking part in this course. And once again, compliments to the faculty who have created this program, but I urge them to continue to innovate and improve upon this program, to think of more such programs which could be connected to the life outside the Maharajas College, to society outside Maharajas College, and to the industry outside Maharajas College, because you want your graduates from these programs to find good jobs and to contribute to the economic development of our city and of our state. So compliments to you, but also please keep innovating, keep thinking of new ideas, and keep trying to, please take feedback once the program is over and try and innovate and improve upon the programs in the coming days. And last but not the least, I would urge each and every participant to try and go on the net to read up and study about Cochin as much as possible, about its history, about heritage, even as they study the intangible heritage legacy, the great legacy that India has, the great heritage that India and Kerala has, and also at the earliest opportunity to visit Cochin and to see the city as well as Maharajas College. I thank you very much. Namaste, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your warm wishes as well as for being a part of our family and speaking as one among us. This is an inspiring moment for the Maharajas community. Thank you, sir, once again. Now I call upon Nazra Speed, Director, National Museum of Natural History, New Delhi, for the felicitation.
Namaskar. Respected Rajamony ji, Professor A.K. Ravindran, Dr. Matthews George, Dr. B. Venugopal. On the start itself, my heartiest congratulations to everybody on the inauguration of certificate program on intangible heritage tourism. This topic is very dear, have been very dear to the National Museum of Natural History, because when Dr. Venugopal was our director, he had tried to put a lot of emphasis on the importance of the intangible natural heritage also. And it was during his tenure itself that we had a full gallery. And last year also, sir, I am not an alumni of that college, but I have a privilege of visiting your college. Last year itself, we did a program, a joint program that was on the initiative of Dr. Venugopal itself. So this is a very milestone that has been achieved by the Maharajas College, because there is a lot of emphasis on the tangible part of tourism or heritage. What decorates, what adds value is the intangible part of that tourism or heritage. So I think this is the first course, if I'm not wrong, which is a certificate course that which has got an international appeal in India, and the importance of the subject can be understood by the the kind of involvement the course has got in the first batch itself. That we have got a lot of students also. I can see that there are a lot of students whereas this course will be very helpful to people, young professionals from tourism, from museums, or anybody who is associated with heritage or history. So this is an opportunity. It will be a compact program where we can explore, understand, and highlight the importance of intangible natural heritage in the field of museum, tourism, like that. So this is a great achievement for Maharajas College, and I hope that from certificate course, if there can be a diploma course of some sort, because I think though I have an inability to understand the language Malayalam, but I could get that the earlier speaker was talking about something to start with. To gradually go for a diploma course. So if there is some diploma course in intangible natural heritage or natural heritage, or for that matter, some which can appeal general museum professionals also, which can go in on an online mode, that will be very important for the professionals working, because it is very difficult to go and enroll themselves into some college. And since this batch is starting, and then we can see that there are people from outside India also, and there are a lot of participants, not from only Kerala, but from throughout the country. And frankly speaking, sir, I was also interested to join this course itself. But due to some of my prior commitments and all that, I'm not. But definitely, I'd like to join this course in the next batch itself, because it is very important to understand the value, the possibilities, where we can attract more visitors, whether it is museum or any general tourism, through intangible part. So I congratulate all the management, the academic council, and all the staff and all the participants who have come to be and join this first batch itself. And I hope that I'm sure that the course coordinator, Dr. B. Venugopal, will be able to give more dimension to this program in future batches also. So once again, congratulations and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your words as well as for your support. Now, I call upon Dr. B. Venugopal, former Director, National Museums of Natural History and course coordinator for this adventurous course on intangible heritage tourism, to deliver the felicitation.
Respected Chief Guest, other dignitaries, faculty members, students, and all others who are attending this inaugural function online. I am extremely happy that the Maharajas College in Ernakulam has selected intangible heritage tourism as a theme for its first certificate program. It is also important for a person like me who work in museums, like Nazir Rizvi, who just was the previous speaker, that we found that Maharajas College is having the oldest college biology museum in India, which is not known to many people. So this is a fulcrum of revival of the college heritage museum. Is going to be a tangible focus element. Now, this course will add upon to the tangible aspects by an intangible component part, which has come to the UNESCO in the last 1.5 decade only. I may mention here many things. Many people are not much familiar with the component part of the program. I'm not going into details. Only thing that one, we have got initially 85 requests, and later when the fees has to be deposited, finally we have got 44. And many of the new applicants, they wanted to join, we had to refuse because we are not able to handle in the first. So we restricted ourselves to 44, out of which one is from Germany, a citizen, originally from Kerala, but now is a citizen of Germany. And we have got 7 additionally people from outside Kerala. 2 are from Uttarakhand, 2 are UP, then 2 belong to Gujarat and Maharashtra. 2 are from Karnataka, Bangalore and Mangalore parts, and 1 is from Tamil Nadu. We have got 7 people from that one, and the rest of the 36 people who joined this conference. Again, this certificate course. Again, there is a wide distribution, except 1 or 2 districts, Kollam and Palkad. All are there. 12 out of the 14 districts are represented extremely very nicely. So we can say that one, the first online-oriented course has brought a tremendous response from non-Keralite as well, which we never thought that much be possible. That is because of this online type of things, etc. So the details of the course, etc., we will be discussing later stage. The important thing is that one here, as mentioned by Professor Venu Rajamony, is that involving the local Cochin tourism. Sir, we have got our own secretary of the District Tourism Promotion Council, Jagamar, as a participant, and we will definitely work with him and the local other agencies. There are so many people from Fort Kochi and other people, and industry people concerned with responsible tourism, sustainable tourism, accessible tourism. All these are being included, and we hope to bring in the practitioners other than the experts, armchair experts, also practical experts, and other practitioners in which Kerala is very famous. We also will be bringing into the picture. And this is the first time I was told, I checked with that one, the intangible heritage component part is brought to tourism sector first time probably in India and even South Asia. So with this one, I would like to stop. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I call upon Dr. Vinod Kumar Kalulikal, Associate Professor of History, Maharajas College, Ernakulam, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Dear all, we are at the concluding part of this inaugural ceremony. On behalf of all the people gathered on this inaugural session through video conferencing and on Google Meet, I thank all. I thank Chairman of Maharajas College Governing Council, Professor P.K. Ravindran sir, for presiding over this session. All this program was clearly directed by, the idea was conceived by none other than our respected Chairman, Professor P.K. Ravindran. I thank sir. I congratulate myself for getting an opportunity to inaugurate session by inviting Sri Venu Rajamony sir. Really, I surprised, and I am so happy, sir, and your way of communication, the ideas you conceived and you delivered are also wonderful. And I thank you, sir. So besides all, now this Center of Learning is celebrating the post-diamond jubilee year. This is a post-diamond, post-centenary diamond jubilee year, and I request sir support, sir's blessings for the successful completion of the program. I thank you, sir. I thank Dr. Nas Nisvi. Madam, I thank you, and you are Dr. Nas Nisvi, as informed by Venugopal sir and others. Ma'am is director of National Museum of Natural History. I thank him. I thank Dr. Venugopal sir for accepting the invitation of Maharajas College, and very clearly he accepted our request, and this program is coordinated by Dr. Venugopal, and I thank Dr. Venugopal. And I thank respected principal of Maharajas College, Dr. Matthew George, for delivering the welcome note. I thank the faculty of this program. I thank all the dear participants of this program. Once again, I thank all, and as informed by our distinguished guest, we together will make it as a very effective program, and because it is the first certificate program being organized by Maharajas College, which is having a long history of 175 years. I thank all. Once again, I thank distinguished guests and all the participants. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Please.
Shall we conclude?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So thank you all.
Thank you, one and all, for making this a great success. Looking forward to your participation and cooperation in the ventures that we'll be having in our future. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.